Today, we step into the timeless streets of Athens, a city where history whispers in every step. From the iconic Acropolis to the treasures of the Acropolis Museum, we immerse ourselves in the narratives of ancient Greece, the Panathenaic Stadium, Temple of Zeus, and the lively Syntagma Square unfold before us. Each moment, a chapter in the city's captivating story. We then conclude our 48 hours in this ancient city with a visit to the Academy of Athens, where the Stoics and the greats like Aristotle and Plato give us wisdom to continue our journey on to the islands. So be sure to stay where you are, because the greatest sights in Athens are coming up right now. We begin the day with a walk through Panathenaic Square, which is looking quite empty this time of day. But what do you expect? It's sunrise. We then journey up the top of the Acropolis, and it is quite a walk. This walk is definitely taxing. Pro tip, if you get a chance and you want to go to the Acropolis, be sure to go to the south slope. We are actually going to the main entrance, and that was a mistake. We actually planned to go to the south slope, and our hotel said, no, don't worry about it. Just take this way, and you'll be fine. But this is the area where all of the tour groups come in.
Good morning. We're walking up to the Parthenon right now. Caution, it is very steep, and it is pretty taxing on the system.
Don't leave your hotel without having at least one cup of coffee. You're gonna need it. It doesn't look very steep, but it is.
Okay, so we made it to the top, and there's a line for everyone waiting to get in. They don't open for another 10 minutes, so we'll just wait and see. Okay, we are at the Acropolis. Very slippery here, but there's a nice viewpoint here looking at the rest of the city. And take your time, I guess, getting up here, because it's quite a hike.
The Acropolis, including the Parthenon, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its outstanding universal value and contribution to world culture. This is the center of Athens and a crown jewel. The Parthenon is often regarded as a symbol of Athenian democracy and the culture of achievements of the ancient Greeks. The word Acropolis comes from the Greek words akron, meaning high, and polis, meaning city. Thus, Acropolis is a high city or citadel. The Parthenon was built between 447 and 432 BC. The Parthenon has withstood earthquakes, fires, wars, explosions, looting, and yet it remains, although a battered, powerful symbol of ancient Greece and Athenian culture. Today, it's recognized as one of the most incredible buildings of the world and an enduring symbol of ancient Greece. In the center of this amazing temple stood a huge 39-foot statue of Athena herself.
All right, we made it to the top of the Acropolis, and we are at the Parthenon, and the crowds are getting very thick already, and people are jumping in front of each other, and we're going to try to slow down and have a good time, because this is like insanity. So this building is in the Ionic style because it has no bottom of the column, but they pulled this rock from miles and miles away on the outskirts of Athens. This was fully intact until the Venetians came, and they used to store, I guess, gunpowder and explosive material in here. The Ottomans stored it inside, and the Venetians sieged Athens. They blew it up. With it, blew up the Parthenon. And so that's why this doesn't have a roof anymore. But it used to house a statue of Athena in the middle, and it was also the treasury at one point. It also was at some point a church and a mosque, I think they turned it into at some point. They're putting it back together now, slowly putting it back together. I think in the 90s they took it apart and then didn't put it back together properly, so now they're doing it properly, because the actual curvature of this is not straight. To our eye, it looks straight, but it's actually bowing, and it's taller on the outside columns, and then the long ways, if you come over here and you see the long way, it kind of bows a bit. You can see it goes over that way, and everything's all set up as like it's supposed to trick your eye. There is a story about how Athens became Athens, and it was a contest between Athena and Poseidon, the god of the sea, and I think at one point Poseidon stuck his trident into the ground, up comes water, and the Athenians were like, oh, that's so great. But as they took a closer look, it turned out to be salt water. So they were like, we don't like that. So Athena planted a olive tree, and it began to grow. And the Athenians said, we can eat from this, and it can provide for our fire, and so we can cook our food. And then the olives were edible, and from that became olive oil. And so that is why Athens got its name, and that's from her olive tree and Athena of Nike. So beautiful. Imagine it complete. It had also had inner columns, which is quite amazing. Hopefully they get it back together someday. It is nice just to sit here and marvel in its magnificence instead of getting caught up in the crowds, and just kind of sit here and take a moment and enjoy that we are finally here at the Parthenon in this just all this glory. It really is spectacular. So yeah, early on, 2,500 years ago, this was built to worship Athena of Nike, and it stood for quite a while until it was blown up. I think in like more recent, beautiful.
We are now descending over to the Erechtheion. We're captivated by its intricate design and the iconic Porch of the Caryatids. As we approach the sacred olive tree, the symbol of Athena's gift to Athens, the timeless beauty of this temple unfolds, a harmonious blend of mythology and architectural grace. It invites us to step into the heart of ancient Athenian reverence. This is the symbolic olive tree that Athena planted for the citizens of Athens in her contest to Poseidon for the city of Athens, which is now named after her.
And apparently there is a hole in the roof somewhere that when Poseidon struck his trident into the ground, it sprung a leak. But you can see this is a beautiful protected olive tree, and today it provides literally millions and probably millions of trees throughout the country, pretty much everywhere.
There are approximately 150 million olive trees in Greece today. This is one of their prime exports.
So this is the Erechtheion, and the maidens there are not real. They are replicas. The real ones are in the Parthenon or the Acropolis Museum. These are pretty close to the real thing. And then this building actually is in better shape than the Acropolis itself because it wasn't blown up. You can see the missing pieces up top. But then there was also a wooden statue of Athena inside here that's in pretty much intact, besides the roof, of course.
What else could I do with that?
Rick Steves was saying that when Nazi Germany took over Athens, they made them take the Greek flag down, and put up a Nazi flag. But there was a guy that came here and replaced it with the Greek flag. But when they came to get him, he took the flag and jumped off of the side of the Acropolis and died. But then some other guys came and took his flag and brought it back to the top and put the flag back up there. So almost everybody can see the Greek flag here from all around Athens. And it's not windy today, so you can't see it flowing in the wind, but it's still kind of a wonder today of how they did all that 2,500 years ago. What a viewpoint from up here. Athens is a sprawling city. They keep the buildings no more than a certain number of floors. So that's why it's so much further out than it is up. Pretty neat. And then the flag is here, which is a beautiful flag. So we came up here to the flag, and this is actually a really nice viewing spot.
I agree.
So if you come here, get away from the crowd a little bit, and come up here, you get a higher viewpoint, and it looks great, and you can take really good photos. As a bonus of coming at the off season, I think next time I would come like early or late in the year.
The crowd started to get a little bit too much for our liking, so we made our way for the exit. Leaving the bustling Acropolis mid-morning, the site teemed with tour groups, a lively tapestry of languages, and as we step away, the enduring allure of Athens echoes through the ancient stones. Descending the steps, our eyes caught a tantalizing view of the Temple of Athena Nike, deep powerhouse on the Acropolis.
Right here is the Odeon, and they have concerts here today, but back in the day is where the first dramas were performed. Very cool.
This was built in 161 AD by Herodotus Atticus and has seen the likes of Luciano Pavarotti, Bocelli, and Frank Sinatra.
This is us leaving.
We were losing daylight, so we left the Acropolis. We got a quick bite to eat and some coffee, and we headed to the Acropolis Museum.
Looks like there's a big long line here.
I thought this museum was extremely worth it. Its exhibits alone were just amazing, and you can see the maidens from the Erechtheion on the Acropolis.
All right, we made it into the Acropolis Museum finally, and look how far down that goes. So crazy. This is a statue of two lions devouring a bull. Piecemeal. There's a leg, there's a bull there, and then the lions. This is a three-headed demon. 1, 2, 3. Even had dogs in ancient Greece. A griffin, bull, chicken, ram. They love their lions and horses. Looks like one is missing here. There was one that was hit by a cannonball, and then one exists in the British Museum. This one right here, and then this was hit by the cannonball. I was saying earlier, these are the real maidens taken for preservation from the Acropolis. It's really impressive. Cool. From the Erechtheion. Okay, we're now heading downstairs to the ancient site of Athens. That's what we saw through the floor before. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to head to see the Olympic Stadium after. All right, we've made it to Panathenaic Stadium, and this is where the modern Olympics began in 1896. We just took a taxi from the outside of the Acropolis Museum, and we're really tired. We need water. We're gonna check it out and see what this is all about. Maybe go see the underground part of it, and then we're gonna head to the National Garden. This is completely made of marble, and that's beautiful. It's well preserved in the last couple 100 years, 100+ years, and we're gonna go check it out. It's gonna be awesome. Very cool. I got the torch. Dun, 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 dun. Look how beautiful. That's really something. Imagine this filled with people. Alright, we made it to the top of the stadium, just underneath the Olympic rings. And we're in the shade. We're taking a break because it is close to 95 degrees out. And we're going to pass out if we don't take a break. But it's cool, huh?
The Panathenaic Stadium was one of our favorite sites of the day. I think primarily because we were able to take a break and there really wasn't a lot of people there. So we had the whole place pretty much to ourselves. It was just a couple of people trickling back and forth. So now we're heading to check out the medals and the museum, which houses lots of great artwork, but also inside of this tunnel is where the athletes used to enter the stadium.
There's also a museum here, and we're checking that out now. Oh wow, Olympic torches. That's so cool. Look how old these are. 1976. Look at this, Lake Placid, the torch. Wow, it's in a home state of New York. And then you see the modern torches. Wow, I remember seeing this one on TV. We watched most of these in TV. Canada, Beijing, Sochi, and Pyeongchang, Korea. Cool. All right, we got Atlanta, 1996, Barcelona. Oh, air conditioning. Oh, they have air conditioning. Very cool. Seoul, LA, Moscow, Montreal, Munich. Oh, and here's the torch. The altar. Amsterdam. That's beautiful artwork. Looks like Belgium, Stockholm, Tokyo. Tokyo 2020. Is that on TV? Oh, that's really nice. Didn't expect to see that.
At the front of the stadium, there's a little metal ceremony spot where you can take a photo. Highly recommended.
That's good.
We are now at the Temple of Zeus. This was built in the 6th century BC and surprisingly took over 650 years to complete. Wow.
Okay, now we've left the Panathenaic Stadium and we are now at the Temple of Zeus. The stadium was really cool. We did that, we rested, it was a good sit down and rest, and then we hiked it to this one, and this is free because it's part of the Heritage Days. So we're gonna check this out and see what it has to offer. There's not a lot of columns here, but they're the biggest columns in all of Athens, and they're working on putting the rest of them back up. And then you can see the Acropolis from here. So cool. Okay, so there were 104 columns and they were about 56 feet tall. It was never completed, and over the years it was just deconstructed from wars and earthquakes, things like that. Looks like they're rebuilding all of it now. It may take a long time. We're gonna walk around the other side.
As we walk amidst the weathered remnants, it is humbling to think that the generations that marveled at this testament to both architectural prowess and divine homage. The sheer size of the remaining columns whispers the enduring legacy of the ancient Greek craftsmanship.
We're not up next to them yet, but we're getting there. You see one on the ground that's fallen, and each column has different parts to it. So they just stack them above with a mechanical like crane lift. All right, we're up next to this one and you can see how tall it is. I mean, I'm literally just a little peon. I don't think I make it higher than the base. It really is quite a sight. And then the top, that is all carved. That's all got to be carved. It's really kind of impressive. But this area of the world gets earthquakes and bye-bye. It won't stand a chance. It's very stiff and it doesn't bend like trees. So boom, boom, you're on the ground. So this actually was completed by Emperor Hadrian in the 2nd century AD. But as I said before, it was destroyed, kind of destruction happened over the times. There was earthquakes and other building projects and wars kind of taking it down. Not too much here, but it's still pretty impressive to see. This takes a while. They put the scaffolding up and then stack the columns, and then even the cross, look at the cross beams on top. They've got to be heavy too, huh? Pretty neat. So like the other sites, this was a temple of worship, and they came to worship Zeus because they were a polytheistic, many-god society back then. So you would pray to the sky, you'd pray to the sea when you were leaving on a trip over the ocean, and when storms came, you prayed that Zeus would not hurt us. Really, please keep us safe. And that's how it worked until there was one god really under each area, but that's a whole other topic. We're not going to see it here today, but I mean, we're not going to go up front, but that's Hadrian's Arch right there. All right, finished up with Temple of Zeus, heading to Syntagma Square. Hopefully we get there for the 3 o'clock, or else we're going to be really pissed. We're walking through the park and found this fountain here with this kid sitting on a rock, a stump, and there's tons of turtles in this pond. Pretty cool. All right, we're going to keep walking. All right, we're walking through this little arched way here in the National Gardens, and it's shaded and it's pretty. So if you're walking from the Temple of Zeus, this one is pretty nice. Lots of shade. Actually get to see some of the movements of the guards. Let's see. These guys have a hard job. It's 95 degrees today. They're in long pants or tights, jacket and with long sleeves, a hat in the hot sun.
These guards are known as the Evzoni, clad in their traditional uniforms and centuries-old traditions, a symbol of Greek pride and resilience. It's not just a ritual, it's a living connection to Greece's rich history and a testament to honor. Walking back to our hotel, we immerse ourselves in the allure of Erechtheion Street, Athens' renowned shopping haven, Amidst the enticing shops, we make a sweet detour savoring the famous chocolate cake and indulging in irresistible baklava.
We stopped here at a coffee shop. Attica. We got baklava and chocolate cake, which is quite famous in Greece.
We then went back to the hotel A for Athens and met our travel friends. And we also had dinner on the A for Athens rooftop and cocktail bar. The sights were stunning and the food was even better. Really spectacular. This was a stewed rabbit croquette with pureed carrots, shallots, fresh tomato sauce, and some cheese. And these were a cheese trio appetizer, and that was also very good. All different cheeses, by the way. We were not biased when we say this because we stayed at the A for Athens, but it really is one of the best rooftops, best food, and best drinks in Athens.
Good morning. Another beautiful morning in Athens. And the square isn't that busy for once. This morning we're gonna go to Little Kook Cafe. I'm really excited. And then right over there is the train station. We're gonna take our stuff and get into the metro. And we're gonna take it to the port, cruise port, to get on our cruise. Never got to do a time lapse though, so that's kind of a bummer. Maybe I could do one now. Let's do one now.
We are now at Little Kook, which changes its decor seasonally. It has very Instagrammable moments and Instagrammable food, and everything was delicious. Can't say enough. Put this on your list when you are in Athens.
We got to Little Kook, and I was recording on a time lapse 2 seconds ago, but the theme looks like Halloween. We have boo and bats and fall flowers and skeletons. No, a mouse is scary, and this guy is scary. Oh, they even have the windows done. Little Kook Coffee House. Look at the windows, they're like so extravagant. So cool. Happy Halloween. So they do have Halloween here. We were wondering. Happy Halloween. They got some guy with a pumpkin and he's gonna eat your face. Desserts, cakes, coffee, and tea. And we're gonna sit down and have some of it all. There's just so many decorations. They even have cobwebs up top. It says spooky. And there's a killer clown face there. Wow, this is really cool. What's over here? More booze. Yeah, we have like a fantasy, spooky fantasy picture right there with like deathly hollow, like pumpkins with fires coming out of them. That is a beautiful picture. Oh, and there's a dragon on the roof also. 2 dragons on the roof. Pumpkin spider, a wolf, a gargoyle, a couple of grim reapers. Another wolf there, some skeletons down below. And is on the roof, Aim. And then there's another one over there that looks like a nice dragon. And there's a vulture, a mouse. Mice are scary here. Cute. We got the, what is this, caramel praline, and it looks like it has like some kind of crunchy stuff on top. It has pirouette deals, and then there's a pumpkin and some whipped cream. This looks amazing.
We got a croissant with feta cheese and pastrami, salad and sesame seeds, balsamic vinegar. Wow, it's like a whipped feta cheese. Way more than I expected. Right? Wow. Thank you.
After filling our bellies at the little Kook cafe, we stride towards the Academy of Athens. The anticipation grows as we approach, eager to encounter the Stoic wisdom embodied in the statues of the great philosophers, where the very air seems infused of the profound teachings of the ancient Stoics, ready to inspire and enlighten our curious minds. Look, when we hit a city, public transportation's usually the last thing on my mind. Walking, that's where the real magic happens. You're not just seeing the sights, you're living them. You can catch the locals in their natural habitat, pick up the rhythm of the streets, and let me tell you, that's what's unexpected, and that's when the gifts happen. It's like the city opens up to you in a way that no guidebook ever could, so toss aside that map, throw on some comfortable shoes, and hit the pavement. The real Athens is waiting to be discovered on foot.
Church. Turn around. Go further.
I didn't take any particular way to the academy. I just started walking streets in the direction of the academy, and you really kind of immerse yourself in the locals' way of life. See them just sitting there enjoying the morning.
Found a mini mall. Let's see. Oh, we found a bank too. Let's see if this is big or small. Looks like they have a Japanese restaurant here. Imagine area. Maybe a kid's place. Okay, it looks like we're walking through somewhat of a park now to the Academia. Small park. But it's nice to see that Athens has lots of little parks you can enjoy yourself in. Some benches, nice trees, and I can see the academy from here, way over there. Really nice statue over here too. I'm gonna do a quick circle around. Check this out.
This was just a really cool statue on the way to the academy, and it really caught my attention. So I just did a quick walk around it, and I think there's probably some history here, but there were no placards. I think it's a civil rights park, but there are homeless, so if you come here, just be aware of your surroundings.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know,
We've arrived at Plato.
Hello. Good morning.
So let's take a look and check it out. Looks cool. And we can see it behind me. So the story behind me is that you have Socrates and you have Plato, right? And Socrates taught Plato, right? And Plato learned, and then later on he taught Aristotle. And they are the three most famous Stoic philosophers in the history of history. And it's just quite amazing to be here with all of these guys. And you also have Athena protecting the city behind me. See her there? So here we have Plato, and we also have Socrates. And then up there we have Athena protecting the city with her spear. And we have Apollo over here. Wow.
Do you know what this place is?
This is the Academy of Athens. This building is actually really beautiful. They have some statues on the tops, just like Acropolis, There's a wise owl on the top there on the corners. You have some Athenians on the left, and you have Athena up top who's protecting the city, and which is named after Athena Nike. And then it looks like you have Zeus up top, maybe some more gods there. It's a modern building, but looks like the classical style. I love the wise owl. See the wise owl there and the wise owl there. Such a beautiful building. And it's all marble too. This is all marble. Beautiful marble. And look at these columns. Oh my goodness. These steps are very high too. Wow. Look at this. Look at the ceiling. Everything is after the Western world here. You have tray ceilings like this. Massive columns on all of our Capitol buildings around the world and in the US. All comes from this. All comes from this society. Wow. So magnificent. This is magnificent. It really, really is. Unbelievable. A lot of people here now. Oh, steps are very high. Just to walk around here, it's just amazing. Beautiful cobblestone rocks here. We're at the library, and there's some jackhammering going on behind me. Just perfect. But we're gonna walk up these stairs and see if we can look in the windows. Wow, this is impressive too, huh? Look at the Pegasus. Wow. Or is that a griffin? It might be a griffin. There's a bird. That is a griffin. The flying lion body, bird head with wings. So cool. Wow. Oh wow. Look at that. That is a library. That is a library. Look all the way back. Wow. So cool. Oh, just sitting here at the sites in Athens. Columns all around. Oh, it's hot though. I ain't gonna lie. And look at these guys here. So gorgeous. We have some dust cream. Dust cream. All right, we're now on the side streets of Athens and give you a look at what regular civilian life is away from all of the monuments and things like that. All the garbages here are communal. You just take them to these bins located here. And
After seeing some sights in the morning, we went and stopped at a local coffee shop called Dope. And then we gathered our luggage and we continued on to the port of Piraeus. We took a train from Panathenaic Square and we arrived in Piraeus. Pro tip, get a cab when you leave the train station. It's going to save you miles on your feet. It's also just a straight shot to the port. Just about 7 stops and you're there. As our 48 hours in Athens comes to a close, it's evident that this ancient city has left us with a taste of its rich history, vibrant culture, and promise of more adventures to come. So Athens, thank you for the moments, the flavors, the stories yet to unfold, and the sunsets over the Acropolis. We carry a piece of this timeless city with us and a reminder of the journeys never truly over. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video. We're going to Rhodos, and we're experiencing all the local culture. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, dudes.